A cancer storyline has been announced for Alfie Moon. Hawkeye viewers have noticed that, he's been a bit clumsier than he used to be. His hands have been shaking a lot more. So it seems like old Alfie Moon is gonna get struck with a terrible ailment, that being prostate cancer. Obviously, first, that's just an interesting way to take it because, prostate cancer kills a lot of people and it's usually not detected because most people are a little bit too, what's the word? It's a bit like, I don't need to get my prostate checked by another man. And it's like yeah, but you don't, there's no way to actually tell. People are too proud. There we are. People are a bit too proud to actually go get it checked. Yeah, Karen, sorry.
What do you think the doctor's going to do? Like, stick his finger up your bum and then go, "Oh, you smell lovely."
Like, it's a medical procedure. It's not he's getting some fucking sick pleasure from it. He's just, all right, prostate seems fine, lovely.
It's not like he's sticking a fist up there and he's just fisting her ass. Like, he's just sticking a little finger up there, wiggling it around, hopefully not getting shit on his finger, and then he's not going to lick it, but he's going to, your prostate smells fine. Get fucking open up that ass.
Probably not sniffing it though.
No.
There's a lot of things I'd rather sniff than deep inside someone's hole.
Watching Walford smells hole. It's coming to you soon.
But yeah, obviously people have spotted it, and the emotional plot will follow Alfie and those around him as he discovers and comes to terms with his diagnosis. EastEnders executive producer Chris Clenshaw said, "When we first embarked on the storyline, we knew it was imperative to work alongside the charities, Prostate Cancer UK and Macmillan Cancer Support, to take on and accurately portray such an emotional and pivotal storyline for Alfie, and one that many viewers may relate to. Shane Ritchie has thoughtfully portrayed the realities being diagnosed with prostate cancer with grace and understanding. We hope this storyline resonates with the audience and we represent it as sensitively and as accurately as possible." Alright, there's just more and more from the charities. Mentions, obviously, as a recording, the 14th, says that tonight's episode saw Alfie gone to blows with his son over Tommy's recent behaviour. Alfie was initially shocked to discover that Tommy had given Freddie confidential information to his father Graham, but the situation spiralled when Alfie found him drinking alcohol in the park. When the situation got further out of hand back at home, Tommy ended up punching Alfie in the stomach. Tomorrow's episode will explore the aftermath of this, as Phil notices Alfie grimacing in pain and urged him to get it checked out. At the hospital, Alfie is shocked to learn that he could have prostate cancer, and upcoming scenes will see him undergo further tests ahead of his diagnosis. Alright, so honestly, that wasn't too much to unpack, but there's several angles we can take this. Obviously, one of Alfie's most kind of pivotal relationships when he was brought in was with his Nana. Nana Moon, who, was there from 2002 2005, and I believe that she died of cancer. Let me just, where is it? Actually, no, I lie. I think she had an aortic aneurysm and slowly just kind of died. But, developed dementia. But still had like a death due to prolonged illness. And yeah, it's one of those things where it's something people are a bit too proud to do. Like, I'm not going to get my prostate checked. It's a standard procedure. I do think this is going to set up for the inevitable Kat and Alfie get back together. Which I didn't believe was going to happen before. But I strongly believe that Kat and Alfie are going to reunite and they're going to fight this cancer together. Just surface level, any thoughts on this, Biggie?
There's a lot of ways they can take this. obviously, what I think will happen is Cat will become a carer for Alfie. Well, I know he's not pissing in a bag, but like, he'll
She'll take extra care of him, support him the whole way, be at all the appointments.
Yeah, like, and then like there's obviously next year is the 39th anniversary, and I'm not saying you kill off Alfie Moon, but you can just have him ride off into the sunset, and then if you wanted about 5 years, you can go from my prostate cancer cleared, and then he's back. But obviously, I give out a lot about them killing off characters, but I wouldn't. I'm not saying kill them off, but it would be a good take to kill them off to show that prostate cancer does kill. I know they probably won't, because Chris Crenshaw likes Alfie. But yeah, just the other option you can go with is just ignores it. He's too snobby, just ignores it, and the pain gets worse and worse and worse, and he just keeps ignoring it until inevitably it collapses and he finally has to go and get checked out. But yeah, Alfie has prostate cancer, or as people thought, he had the bad tummy ache. So
I suppose I can help on this even more. I do agree. I do think that Cat and Alfie now will get back together. It wasn't really. I didn't really believe it was going to happen before now, but it does finally make a bit of sense as to why they were building this up. And it's just kind of, they'll obviously do a really good portrayal of it, but I think ultimately this is where we're heading. I don't believe that, like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a Cat and Alfie wedding at Christmas, like a shotgun one, like, I might die, and then he doesn't die. I don't think Alfie's gonna die, because honestly, so far, I mean, this is the longest he's been on the show in years, right? Like, usually when he came back, it would be these really short stints, he wouldn't be there for too long. So, he definitely, I don't think he's gonna die. But I could easily see it coinciding with an exit. Just to, give Cat, maybe give Alfie a bit of time to refresh, kind of allow people to kind of be sad. I don't think Cat's leaving. Cat feels like she's going to be stuck here for however long she wants to. And I don't see Alfie dying either. But I think it could genuinely be a fitting ending to the character and a fitting exit. It's just, why are we doing another cancer storyline, lads? Like, we just wrapped up the last cancer storyline about 2 months ago. And before that we had Jean being worried about her cancer coming back. We had Jean's cancer like a couple of years ago. Like, I get it, a lot of people do come down with some form of cancer, and it's very, like, Stuart had cancer as well. Like, lads, give it some fucking time. Like, the fact that you're a soap, you are allowed to have a bit more leeway with what you choose to do, but there's been at least 5 or 6 cancer storylines within the last couple of years. And now we're entering another long-term cancer storyline with a very prominent character. It's just like, are they just trying to, like, ramp up for the next, like, national, like, British soap awards or some shit? Like, why now? Why so soon? It's just kind of, it will be good. It'll be strong. People will get upset by it. It'll be a very emotional storyline because everybody does like Alfie Moon.
Well, except for the previous right
now. But it's just, why? Why are we doing this again? What are you? I'm not ready for another cancer storyline. The last one was pretty rough. Obviously, this one probably doesn't end with Alfie dying, But, you know.
My thoughts, it's very hard because, like, you've already gave me cancer this year. Not the correct wording, Piggy, I know. But we did just have a cancer storyline. I know that started at the end of 2022. But lads, you're a soul. You can take a break from cancer. It's not reality, it's fiction. Well, the soap is, I'm not saying cancer is. I'm not one of them conspiracy nuts. Except for when it comes to the moon landing and Kurt Cobain's death. Yeah, you have freedom to choose what you want to give your character. Like, you can fucking give Tommy the child AIDS. Like, you know, don't know why you do it, but you could. You know what I mean?
It's another kind of situation where it's like Ben Mitchell getting the eating disorder storyline. It's like, yes, it does make sense as to why Ben Mitchell would suffer with an eating disorder. But why is the aftermath and it's exclusively Ben who's struggling in the aftermath of Lola's death. I mean, Jay's struggling a bit, but he's not a main focus anymore. Like, Alfie doesn't need this cancer storyline. Like, this could be a good way to actually allow, like, another character who's maybe quite underdeveloped, give them a big storyline. But, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things, it's like, really, lads? Obviously, it would have been much more interesting, say it were, like, early onset Alzheimer's or early onset dementia. Like, you know, just an illness that will affect Alfie on, like, a day-to-day life. But I can just see that it's... I don't know, I wish I was a lot more... I wish I was a lot more positive about this storyline, but I just don't care. I just don't care. I'm not ready to see it again. That's my thoughts fundamentally about this story. Do you have any others to end this out?
No, I have nothing else. Do you want to just do the outro?
Yeah, there we are. That has been I'll do this. I got it, Piggy, trust me.
Okay.
Give me this responsibility.
Okay.
That has been another episode of Watching Walford, not the podcast, just the channel. We discuss the new news report that Alfie Moon is about to suffer with prostate cancer. Our review isn't necessarily glowing. It's kind of very just like, lads, Lola's only been dead for, what, like 4 months now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's been 4 months. And yes, obviously, it's one of those things, you know, everybody gets bad news every day. You know, you can't just take it as it is. But maybe a bit of time off, like... Now we're gonna watch someone else go through cancer. Not really the preferred way. But I've been Ash from Watching Walford, and I've been joined by Piggy.
And you can follow us on Twitter /X, Instagram, and Twitch at Watching Walford, and you can subscribe to us to YouTube at Watching Walford. We are on the road to 200, and if we've hit 200 by the time you're watching this, well, then we're on the road to 1 million. So, love you, see you, and yeah, goodbye.
Bye-bye.